Alright guys, well the Blazer has a new look.
You won't get away.
Alright, well, I just want to make an update video because I haven't posted in quite a while. Last video was just finishing the rust repair on the Eclipse or Project Eclipse. Oop, gave a little way there. So you haven't seen that in a while either. I've been extremely busy with school, senior year of school, and also trying to get the car together, running. It's not yet. I have multiple videos of multiple videos worth of footage for the build series for the Eclipse that you guys will be seeing very soon. I'm finally starting to free up time so I can start getting that edited and posted, because you've missed out on quite a bit. Also missed out on this as well, even though most of my funds are obviously going, my play funds are obviously going to the Eclipse. I still have done a few things to this. You got to keep maintenance up on your daily driver when you put as many miles on your stuff as I do, because it's just, if you don't, then what's the point? I mean, you're gonna just run the car into the ground. So should be pretty obvious something here is different. So I got a really good deal from a friend on some 32-inch tall tires. I had these the Geolanders on here before, which I really only got last year. Really about a year and 2 or 3 months ago I got these tires, and they only have maybe 22-ish thousand miles on them, and they're already, trying to see which one it is, I think it's this bottom one. I mean, the tread is pretty low. I missed one of my rotation intervals. That shouldn't really affect it that much, but I mean, for only 20,000-ish miles, I mean, it's pretty low tread, honestly. And it started to get like choppy because once I rotated them, the steering felt weird and funky, and it had the 2 lower tread tires on it. So I don't know what was going on there. Possibly one came out of balance maybe, and that's why it was wearing more. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I was going to get new tires, and then I came on this deal which saved me money, and we now went from stock tire is 245 65 17. We are now at 255 75 17. So it's 32s. They were used, but very, very lightly, so they've got full tread on here. Pretty meaty. And I also went ahead today and I've been cleaning it a little bit, and I took off the mud flaps. Now it's only a couple screws. I just wanted to see what it looked like without the mud flaps now, and honestly it's digging on me a little bit more. I think it gives a little bit more of a meaner stance. I've done nothing to the suspension, brakes, or anything since you've last seen it, so it is still a Rough Country 2-inch lift in the front, 1-inch block or coil spacer in the back, and Rancho shocks, and inch and a quarter or 1.25 inch wheel spacers. Done absolutely nothing else other than the tires, and it just looks way better with the bigger tires on it. I should have got bigger tires in the first place, but when I got those Yokohamas, I did not have the lift kit installed and the spacers installed yet, so that they would have not have fit. These barely fit, actually. When you turn all the way, they almost rub the plastic fender. Almost. There's like 1/8 of an inch of clearance, so it should be fine. I'm not concerned. I may go more on lift, but probably not, because that's probably a waste of my money at this point. This car is only 2-wheel drive, but who cares? Send it. I also redid the front windows, so 20% and then 5% over the stock So there was stock tint on these back windows, so putting 5% over the already stock tint made it basically limo. So I mean, you can't see through these at all. So yeah, 20%, 5% here, 5% here. I ended up putting 2.5% on the back, so that's even darker. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, just did this too. I don't know if you remember, there was some pinstriping right here on the doors on both sides. I just removed that. I like it a lot better. Now it's blacked out. I do need to redo this 20%. I messed up on it, but that's for another day. And I did kind of fix the dent here. It's okay, it's better, but you know what? I'm going to be off-roading this thing soon, so honestly, I don't really care. It looks good enough. I mean, it's got over 100,000 miles on it, and, you know, it's going to have dents and stuff anyways, so not that big of a deal. I also plasti dipped this part of the grill black now instead of white, so it's pretty much all blacked out now. Haven't changed much else. I like it all blacked out. I think it looks really good. I may be changing the exhaust next week. That's a maybe. I have leftover piping from that car that I'll put on here possibly, just because honestly it doesn't sound that good. There's also an exhaust leak forming because the Cherry Bomb muffler that's on here is starting to burn through, and then it just honestly sounds like crap. So in the morning it'll, you know, smoke comes out of here instead of out there because of the exhaust leak. The main thing, the Eclipse, engine bay, rust is repair's been fixed, engine bay's been painted, headlights are in, intercoolers mounted, got my new exhaust, got rims, tires, all that stuff. There's stuff that you've not seen with this car. There's a lot that you haven't seen yet. I have it all. I'm going to be, you know, putting together those videos and posting it very soon here. So not anything to worry about. Hopefully it will be out and you can enjoy all that. So as you can see, you know, pretty big intercooler there that I got, and full exhaust for it. The old exhaust I took off, which is actually back here right now because I have no other place to put it. So yeah, so this was the hacked exhaust that came off of it, the broken tip and multiple different sizes of piping. So I will be actually reusing these bends for my new exhaust on the Blazer. You know, cutting just the bends in it because it's 3-inch, and then buying 3-inch straight pipe to clear the other places and getting a new muffler. And I can weld at school now, so that's an idea. Will I do it? I don't know. Most likely yes, because it just needs to be fixed anyways. I'm thinking about maybe even doing a side exhaust right here, like where to come out right before the rear tire, because I can use a V-band clamp and make that section removable, and then build the back section and have the two hangers, so that all I have to do is undo the V-band clamp, take the side section off, put the rear section on it, and have another resonator under here so that it's quieter when I have the rear section on it, better for a daily, and then when I want to make it loud and rowdy for off-roading, I can put the little side section on. Pretty cool idea, I think. It'd be fun. I've got to go back and see my tuner so he can adjust my speedometer for these bigger tires, but I need to do, if I'm going to do the exhaust, I need to do that first, and then I need to also change the spark plugs and do a couple other things before I see my tuner, because I'm not going to go there just to have him change the tire diameter. I might as well go and get a retune done. I'd like to put a wideband in this too, just so he can really fine-tune it. I pulled a wideband out of this car that I may put in here because I got a different one for this one to match the gauges in this one, so we'll see. I'd like to get a Pro Sport, not a Pro Sport, maybe, I don't know, I want a blue, maybe a Pro Sport Evo. I want a blue wideband. An AEM would be great, but I don't want the red lettering. So I hope this update helped out a little bit. Sorry for being a horrible person and not posting for so long, but I can't do it. So hopefully now I'll have enough time to get stuff done. So see you around.